Hello,
Hey, everybody.
Explorers. Happy May 18th.
Dilly dilly, everybody. Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly. And we are limping to the finish line today. Let's see if I can.
I'm not limping, but
Let's see if I can make it through the
Excuse
whole
me.
show. Like the last 24 hours have been
Derek's been coughing up a
a
storm,
storm. My body has been aching.
and then I started coughing.
I had a migraine. So I'm a mess, and I keep coughing stuff up. So we're
And
going to
I-
make it through the show for sure.
And I keep telling him to test himself.
I'm fine. I tested myself last week. I'm fine.
It was not last week, but
Yes,
we
it
won't
was.
go there.
It was. But happy Wednesday. Oh my gosh, I was saying happy Monday,
You're
everyone.
hitting her in the face, poor thing.
Our cat is here.
Yeah,
I see her.
and she's getting smacked in the face every time he flails his arms around,
And
poor thing.
Isn't that an Italian thing to do, to move your arms? And I'm not Italian.
Not to smack the kids. So.
Exactly.
But happy Wednesday, everybody.
Yes.
And it is the 18th. Yes, it's the 18th.
18th,
It
yes.
says it right there.
Yeah, and we weren't going to do a live. Only
We were
at
debating.
2 o'clock, I think, is when I finally decided, yeah, let's go through it, because I just woke up from like an hour and a half nap and felt a lot better. I said, let's do it. Let's do the show, because it's always fun to hang out with you guys, and it's a good stress
Yes.
reliever to get rid of all the outside world issues and get a chance to communicate with
All
you
the
guys.
stress, the drama, all the news and everything.
Yeah, there's a lot going.
Throw it away.
Throw it away. So thank you guys for joining us tonight. So I think we need to welcome people in. We have. It's going to be more of just a free chat. We do have some things we want to talk about that I think will be fun, but we don't really have a lot going on. But we're interested in.
Set schedule. We're just gonna wing it.
Yeah, we want you guys to know a little bit later what you guys are going to be doing for the summer, because it's not officially summer yet. What is it? June 20th or June 21st is the official first day.
But really, I guess like the blockbuster season and the theaters and all that, they go by Memorial Day weekend, and the water parks and all those summer
start to open
places,
up.
lakes and all that fun stuff. They all open up on Memorial Day weekend usually.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for sure. So let's bring in Jim from More Sunshine, please, who always is our chat check person. If you guys are not familiar with Jim, please check his channel out. He's an amazing friend of ours.
he had a good show on yesterday with some interesting words that I never heard of, most of them, and they did have a meaning to them. I was like, what the heck are you talking about?
Yes, he's very good.
Interesting.
All right, so Jim, take it away.
This chat check is brought to you by More Sunshine, please. Sanitized for your protection.
Oh, Jim, trust us. We use Sandy wipes every day. We wash our hands a lot, which we have to use moisturizer on our hands because it dries our hands out.
And it just proved it still doesn't help.
Yes, Nurse Nancy hopes to be mowing the lawn in the sunlight because she loves the sun. I'm sure you'll be out there many times this year doing that.
She has her wardrobe for it, which is her bikini.
Yeah. So, we have an ongoing funny thing on our polos with her. So,
So welcome everyone in, Greg.
so we got Sir Gary of the Beaches was first in today. Gary, you win. I don't know what you win, but you win. So, Francisco, Angela Nemisek, always on the move with Josh. Noah's Adventures, Billy J. Travels.
The
Oh,
captain.
I'm sorry, Captain Billy J.
Yes,
Travels.
the captain.
Let me see here. Excuse me, Nick Torres. Dave is here.
Just Dave.
Kevin Rudisill, if I said that right, I hope. Bruins fan 1924, Cheryl Wasinski.
Let's go Buffalo Sabres for Bruins. Let's go Buffalo Sabres and Las Vegas Knights. Just kidding. Love you.
We like Las Vegas Knights.
I love Buffalo Sabres too.
There you go. Paul Vines, Cheryl Wasinski, Paul Vines, Noah's Adventures. Where are we at? Gene G. Jr., Nautical Nurse Nancy, Najima Brown, Tiffany Peacock, Lori in Texas. I think we're all cut up for now, so welcome everybody
Welcome. You said
to our show.
You said hello to Nautical Nancy. Oh my gosh, Nancy.
Yeah, I just yes.
All right.
I did say
You can tell this is going to be fun.
I just said
Fun
it.
day today. I think
Oh
I'm more.
wait, Dilly.
Oh, yeah.
You
Oh,
gotta
wait.
do. Hold, you're just all. Look at he's all ahead and everything.
It's going to be one of those shows.
It is one of those shows. Let me just have a drink without.
So, bear with us. We do have a new drink of the week segment. So we are going to show you our new segment right now. All right, and that was inspired from all of our trips all over the world.
All over the world. So I made us.
That's my
dilly
British.
dilly.
That's my British accent coming out again.
It's a hot dilly dilly because it's a hot toddy. What? Wow, dilly dilly. I guess just go for it. Yeah. Oh.
Did we have some questions that we missed, Greg?
So how I well, real quick, how I made this was, of course, hot water. I have a berry tea, a herbal berry tea, plenty of honey and lemon juice, and lots of orange.
Jameson whiskey.
Jameson whiskey, yes. And then Derek did a ginger turmeric with honey, lemon, and Jameson orange whiskey. So plenty of whiskey. Clear all that out.
Yes.
It's very good, actually. Excuse me. Yes, Maker's Mark. Yeah, I actually didn't have Maker's Mark. Brad from ChadCruisers had me try Maker's Mark on the Sky Princess. Oh my gosh. I was gone.
Was it a shot? Like a little glass of it, or did you?
No, it was a drink, I believe.
Well, Maker's Mark is just a specific. It's like drinking orange whiskey.
But I forget how they made it, but it was very strong, actually. Yeah.
You probably did like the sipping glass of it.
Yeah, and thank you, Nurse Nancy. Fun new drink segment. Paul Vines, you maybe have any free time to meet up with Megan. Oh, okay. That was from Gary. I don't know if anybody had any questions, but we do have a little bit of news and things like that. So,
do we want to start with probably the thing that happened first, more than anything? On when is it? May 12th. So, yeah, last Thursday, they announced, "Hey, Travel Adventures with Eric B."
Go ahead.
They announced the new NFL schedule. Now, I know not everyone's an NFL fan, but in order for this segment, let me get into this. So, Bruins fan, I'm sorry, you might be a Patriots fan.
He did this at the last minute, so I didn't even bother getting my stuff.
Today, I'm donning my
Atwood, welcome.
My Fred Jackson jersey. I don't normally buy players. I mean, he's retired now because they retire. So all of our other ones are all personalized with our.
We have our last name on the back of one of our jerseys with our numbers.
Wait. Okay.
You just hit her in the head again.
I'm feeling the power. Feeling the power of the buffalo.
You're feeling the power so much that you lightly tapped her on the head. Poor thing.
So we let's look at the Bills' schedule for this year. They are going to be on, and I've been frustrated.
This is an old jersey, Gary.
Yeah, I've had it for maybe 4 or 5 years.
Longer than that.
He retired probably 5 years ago. But the Bills, over the past years, I've always been frustrated because they've become a better team, and they were never getting on primetime, which is really frustrating because I want to see them on primetime. And if they did, they were always seemed to be on the road, and they never hosted a game. Well, this year, the Bills are finally getting respect, and they have 5 primetime games. 5 primetime games. And they have also a Thanksgiving game against Detroit. So Jim from More Sunshine, please. Josh from Adventures Ahead. We're coming at you on Thanksgiving Day. We're going to be kicking it off. So they actually have 6 special games that are coming up. But they played the Patriots twice. I mean, and a lot of their schedule, I'm pretty happy with their schedule. But they have a lot of their their division, which is the Patriots, the Jets, and the Dolphins. They play a lot of them towards the end of the season. So they're really trying to gear up because the AFC East is getting better, guys. AFC East is getting a lot better than they used to be. So the Jets improving, the Dolphins are improving, and you can never count on a Belichick-led Patriot team. So it should be a fun year, and we'll see.
And did you see what Billy J said? Thanks for supporting a team named after me. I'm sorry, but it was not named after you.
I will say the Buffalo Bills are the only NFL team. Here's your fun fact of the day. They're the only NFL team named after a person. So, Greg, who would that be? Buffalo Bill Cody. So,
okay. I was thinking of a different Buffalo Bill, but never mind.
I don't know who that is.
Well, what? Never mind. What? Silence of the Lambs? No.
I don't know.
Not that Buffalo Bill.
Gary, we got everything turned up, so I'm hoping it's working okay. Oh, here we go, Gary. Sorry. There we go, Gary. This might be better.
Is this better for you, Gary?
You don't have to yell. I switched over to this microphone. Sorry. Let us know if this is better. Hey, Jamie Will.
Hi.
Hopefully you're not burning up over there in the Arizona area. She's from Arizona.
Well, people in Michigan are freezing right now because of the cold weather. 70s to them is cold. That's interesting.
Yes.
Is it Michigan?
Yes.
Michigan or Missouri?
Wisconsin is where Nancy is, and Janice.
Okay.
So I think you're talking about.
And Flamingo Pam is also. Yep.
She's a Michigander. Yes.
Angela said I might actually watch the Thanksgiving games and watch the Bills beat Detroit. Thank you for having confidence that we're going to beat the Detroit Lions.
That was, there's been a few losses for the Bills that I've suffered through. The one was the Super Bowl, their first Super Bowl in 1990, when they missed that last-second field goal that would have won the game. And then they went to 4 straight Super Bowls, and they lost all 4 of them. Still proud of the team. But
and then we were at the playoffs for 2 years in a row, and... But this year's going to be our year.
It is.
Watch.
It is.
We keep getting closer and closer.
And hopefully we don't get injured. So it should be a fun, exciting year, for sure. But all right, it's too hot here now. So off comes this segment of Buffalo Bills NFL football. What else?
Nurse Nancy said we were in the 50s after we were in the 90s. It's putting us into shock. LOL.
I had a feeling though that was going to happen
crazy.
to you guys because. When we left to go on our cruise May 4th, it was 83 here in California.
Hey, Ben. Welcome.
And we're hot in the summer. We get over 100 degrees all the time. But we were 83 degrees, and when we landed
I thought you were paying me a compliment or something. No, I'm just playing.
When we landed in Vancouver, it was 55 that day. And then when we came back, we were afraid it was going to be like in the 80s because we were in Alaska. But it was like in the 60s, 68. So usually a few days later, you guys get the colder weather. So I had a feeling it was going to happen for you. And you said Ben is from Pepper Tree Villa. So
yes,
Ben, this is for you, buddy.
So I know some people are going cruising next week, but then there was also news of a potential hurricane forming. So I
looked though, and I didn't see anything out there.
Hoping and praying that you guys are not affected by that, and that they can do your whole cruise for you. Just be safe out there.
Yeah, and they're saying it probably won't be a strong one because it's not the intense heat yet, and that's where you have the contrast where the nothing forming anymore.
Yep.
Is what Gary
said.
So
yeah,
that's good. Yeah.
Gary actually gave us information on it yesterday, so we were hoping that it was not going to happen, and eventually, I guess it's not going to happen.
Yep. So, okay, Greg, why don't we talk about next? Let's talk about. We got about 10 minutes before our spotlights segment. Why don't we talk about Disneyland? So we have no plans of going to Disneyland. Actually, we might go one day. But we
just don't know when that day is.
Yes. Disneyland is only 4.5 hours from us, just depending on traffic. And we are, the nighttime, things are starting to open up again, which is great to see. And the other...
It's basically fully open.
Not quite.
After this all happens.
Yes. The electrical parade celebrating the 50th anniversary of it is running again at Disneyland.
With
when
new
they said
floats.
They said twice it would never go again at Disneyland.
Yep.
And twice they brought it back.
They just can't make up their minds.
And they brought it over to California Adventure at least one season. So I'm
and
not
they
sure
sold light bulbs thinking that it would never come back again.
I have a box of
Yep.
them.
And I know Pepper Tree Villa has one too. We see it every year at Friendsgiving. So, but they bring it back, and they have new floats this year. So
They have the back float. So the Pride of America is gone, and they put in a long float, which has a lot of the newer ones. So is Coco in it or Encanto? I'm not sure.
I
Some
think
of the
one
other
of
ones.
those two.
There's a couple of them that are on it.
I'm sure they have the float. They just don't have it in right now. But they could bring it back if they want. It was a beautiful float.
So you have that coming up. May 28th, though, you guys. Oh, well, also the fireworks are going on right now, too. So
I love Disney fireworks.
The show is called Disneyland Forever. So they have different fireworks shows through the years.
Didn't they do that already, that name?
Yeah, it's they're
just bringing it back?
Yeah, it's one of their main running shows, but then they change it for the seasonal ones.
I would think they would have something new after all this long time of not having a show.
It's a crowd favorite for sure. So that's been going on. On the 28th, however, also the World of Color at California Adventure, which is a park facing Disneyland.
Color.
That's an amazing show. I believe that is running now. That's a 22-minute show.
I love that show. That's one of the most magical shows Disney has ever produced and put on for everyone to see. If you ever come here to California, let us know. We can hopefully meet you guys at Disney, and you can see the World of Color.
Ben said that in 1996 they had nothing new for that year, which is why they said it would never come back to pump up attendance. And we saw it. I took my mom that year to see it.
It pumped up attendance, all right.
So we have the fireworks. The fireworks is a 14-minute show. The electrical parade of celebrating the 50 years is a 20-minute show as the different floats come by. And then Fantasmic, which is a much-loved show, and it's so much better in California.
It is so much better than Walt Disney World. I'm sorry, it is.
It is. We were disappointed when we saw it in Disney World. That is going to be happening on May 28th. So May 28th, they have two shows of Fantasmic. That is and that's celebrating the 30th anniversary of that show.
That's awesome. I hope they have some merch out for that at that time. They
probably will. And that
probably
is
for annual pass holders mostly.
Maybe
something little for everybody else.
And that's a 27-minute show. So there's a lot of activity going on now for the nighttime for people to go and celebrate. And nighttime at the Disney parks is always good. And I always think it's more magical at Disneyland because you're warm during the day, but whereas in Florida it's still hot at night. In California, everything changes.
It cools down.
It cools down quite a bit because you get the breeze from the coast.
I remember going in, was it November, to their first Mickey's Christmas party. Oh my gosh, it was sweltering, and they were giving out hot chocolate and cookies. And we're like,
oh yeah, that was in November, yeah.
But we tried to participate in the hot chocolate and cookies and get in the spirit, but it was hot out there. Ay.
Thank you, Jamie. She said she loves
that much. These are our Disney Cruise Line mugs, and you can see each anchor represents
a character,
characteristics of different characters. Really cool.
They sold these at one time in Disneyland Resort, but I don't believe they sell it anymore. But when we went on the Disney Fantasy in 2020, they were selling them.
Stronger.
They were selling them on that. I'll make it through today for sure. Oh, that would be awesome, Nancy. She said...
Oh, that would be awesome. Has Nancy ever been to Disneyland?
Oh, I don't know.
If you haven't, oh my God, we'll be giddy as schoolboys with you if you have never been there.
I thought you were going to say schoolgirls for
No, schoolboys. We'll be like a kid in a candy store.
There you go.
we get so excited for people that have never been and or haven't been in a while and haven't seen all the changes, and we go with them. It's like, for us, it's like our first time going all over again, because we can feed off of their excitement, and you know what they're in store for, but you don't want to ruin it for them. And it just makes it a different experience for us and for the people that we're going with. So it's awesome. We love doing that.
Gary's asking if I'm going to make it. I should make it. I should be fine. But yeah, I'm a little. I'm limping towards the finish, like I said. I was there as a teenager for a band. It was way long, to say the least.
I have no idea why I got that, but I'll be talking to him later.
I'm good. I'm good. I just need some fluids.
Yes, a kid with a credit card. Oh my gosh. I feel sorry for those parents. Did she say that she's been there before? I was there as a teenager for a band trip. It was way long ago, to say the least. Okay, so basically it'll be your first trip because there's so much more new stuff. It'll be like a whole new park for you, basically.
Jamie said she was there last in 1973.
Pepper Tree Villa. Yes, choke, choke, choke. We don't want that.
Did we say Pepper Tree Villa?
We did.
Our boys, you guys check them out. Definitely great friends of ours. So
yes,
check out them.
They always have a fun. Well, they do, but Sherry does their craft corner, so we call it Sherry's Craft Corner. When we see her doing her craftiness, she comes up with so much fun things to make, and especially for holidays, way ahead of time, she'll make holiday stuff so that when the time comes, you can enjoy it. So
yeah, their shows are always fun. They have all these different segments. You get to see what they bought for the week, what Sherry bought.
Yep, and
so always a good time.
And
for
you
them.
can't ever miss the Dougisms because he has a lot of them.
Wow, Doug is Doug for sure.
Get some of that. That'll help you. So for traveling, this is what we drink, Airborne, and I actually started drinking it like a week before our last cruise. That was a couple weeks ago. Thinking, oh yeah, it'll help and boost my immune system. Well, I still got whatever this is. My voice is still kind of raspy, but people at my job are also getting something like this, so it has to be a cold or a virus going around. It's not COVID because I tested myself. And everything was good. So
I felt fine yesterday morning. I had so much energy, and then I worked an extra hour because the store leader and I were walking the store looking at a detailed walk. And by the end of that walk, we were walking for like 3 hours, and my back was aching, my body was aching, I was wobbling again. Hey, Samantha Lowe, thank you for joining us.
Welcome, Samantha Lowe.
Ben's asking what I'm drinking. I got a hot toddy here. I have Canada Dry.
I made him a really good strong hot toddy. And I have this,
so I'm kind of mixing it up here. But drink fluids, right?
Yes, drinking lots of liquid.
Yes.
Which flushes out your system, so that's really good.
Yes.
Why don't we
just go
ahead and do our Spotlight channel 2 minutes early. We're going to try to go for an hour. Might be a little under. Who knows? We'll see.
I think we'll make it. Let me turn off the alarm first because the alarm's going to come up here in a second. Da, da, da.
Oh my gosh. Whew, that gets stronger. When you ever drink a drink, an alcoholic drink, does it seem to get stronger as you get down to the bottom? Even if you mix it, it settles at the bottom and it gets stronger and stronger, and then wham, you get like the last bit of it and it hits you.
We just got a PayPal from our great friend Sir Gary.
Oh my gosh, Gary!
He said,
"Thank you so much."
Only Greg is dancing tonight, so Greg.
Oh, we actually owe him 2 dances, I think, because he did something last week that we didn't do a dance for. I thought. Oh well, we'll just do.
Okay, so ready?
We'll do 2 dances.
We'll do.
Yeah, I can't talk.
Oops. Thank you so much, Gary. And this,
Thank
Gary,
you.
is for you.
Whoa! Whoa! Thank you so much.
I really appreciate it. I don't know why I'm like, I'm drinking a hot drink too, so that doesn't cool me down too. So, all right, you guys. So this is our spotlight feature of the show. You guys, we're not going to have a channel this time, so we have a little bit of a surprise for you. So let me find it because I moved it around. And the suspense, isn't it, Greg? The suspense is killing me.
It's suspenseful. Even though we know what it is. And we can't find it. Where did it go?
Put it?
Oh, it's one of those shows again.
Oh, here it is. Okay, take it away, our buddies Bill and Lucy from MGM Family Travel.
Hi, we're MGM Family Travel.
Derek and Greg, let us know who the Spotlight channel is this week.
Oh, wow.
So that is our friend
Angela
It is
Nemesis.
her birthday today.
Happy birthday,
Yes.
Angela.
So a great friend of ours.
We did not forget about it.
No, we
saved it for this segment.
And we enjoy talking to each other. We do Marco Polo where
There's
we
a
have chats with
very
each other.
nice picture of you also,
I love that
Angela.
picture.
Your
So-
eyes just pop out on that picture.
I hope you don't mind us sharing that, but I wanted to surprise you, so hope you are fine with that. But Greg, I think we need to do our world famous Dilly, our D&G Explorers Happy Birthday song. Only performed probably 10 times now.
Oh, it's world famous.
It's world famous. Let me tell you, it's like people were doing the wave to it. So.
LJ, welcome.
Ali J.
Ali J, sorry, welcome.
You got drink on your mind.
Ew, that
All right.
sounds good.
So, Angela, this is for you. Ready?
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy day.
Do we have a birthday here?
We have a birthday here. Birthday here.
Oh,
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy day. Hey! Hey! Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! We sang that to Nancy on a polo, and it was
all over the place. But
we couldn't remember.
She loved it though.
We couldn't remember it. That was pretty funny. Did we miss anything?
I hope Angela's still here. I haven't seen her in a while.
Yeah,
so.
she's on there.
Oh, I thought she might have
think
had a
she-
storm or something, but she could see it later if she's not on here. So, but thank you again, everybody, for being on our show today.
Yes, I really appreciate it.
Even with the hacking and hewing and the coughing and the whatever else.
Yes. So let's talk a little bit about one of the places that people are going to.
I won't toot my horn for you, Angela.
Is Vegas.
Vegas!
Today, I had received 2 news from my email, but we do have our buddies from Pepper Tree Villa who like to break in our news segment. So let's bring that in, guys. Nope, that's not it.
Well, there you go.
Here we go.
We're just.
And now, the news, brought to you by
Pepper Tree Villa. Derek and Gregory, back to you.
Welcome, Disney Nerd Herders. I hope you're doing well. I know you guys are busy packing it away.
Yes, they didn't do a live tonight. So the Vegas news, you guys, is Cosmopolitan has now been purchased by MGM Resorts.
What hasn't
So-
been purchased by MGM by now?
The interesting thing is they own...
But they're a good company, actually.
They still... Well, it's either them or Caesars because they own basically half the strip of each of them. But the Mirage, which was owned by MGM, was sold, and they sold it to the Hard Rock Cafe. But I think it's going to run under, if I remember right, for like the next 2 years, it's going to be going to still under the Mirage title. And then I'm pretty sure they're going to put that huge guitar, because they used to have the Hard Rock Hotel off the strip.
I thought they wanted to make the hotel look like a guitar, so
yes.
I don't know if they're going to take down the Mirage and rebuild it or what they're going to do.
They probably will.
There goes the volcano.
But the Cosmopolitan which we always thought was kind of a fun, foo-foo, kind of glitzy, kind of...
It is. They always have some not weird stuff, but interesting stuff in their lobby. I remember they had a giant high heel. They had Liberace's car.
Yeah.
They have a giant bathtub that you saw Derek in during our alcohol segment, our Dilly Dilly segment.
Uh-huh.
Angela is still here. You had me in tears. Thank you so much, little brothers. Oh, Angela, you're very welcome. Happy birthday again, and I hope they were happy tears.
Tears of anger.
She's like, oh my gosh, they did this. No, I'm just playing.
So yeah, and
of course they're happy, I hope.
On my recent visit to the Cosmopolitan,
Secret pizza.
I won my biggest cash payout ever. I won $1,800 on the Zorro machine. And they made me, in order to get my money, I had to jump up on the chair and whip out my sword and wave it around. That didn't sound right, did it?
I'll expect a slap from Ben on that one too, I'm sure.
That didn't sound right. Yeah, so I've never won that much in a casino game. Of course.
Excuse me.
I owed my mom $1,000 for new tires. So I gave her $1,000 back, but I thought, hey, that was perfect. So
you still kept, what, $800?
$800, and then I pretty much lost that $800. But I pretty much paid on that. So
you got to know when to stop.
You
got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
And then my mom was she was determined. Oh, I got to beat you. She won.
It sure did come in. Ben.
She won $3,000.
Oh, she made out like a bandit.
Yeah, and I just went and walked away.
Oh, yes.
I was proud of, or happy for her.
Disney Nerd Herders. I have never been to Vegas. Hopefully we'll make it to the WSOP someday. What is that?
What?
WSOP? I have no idea what that is, but please let us know what you mean by the acronym. They have a similar guitar in Fort Lauderdale, Florida also.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Billy J. It's Vegas. You can whip out anything you want pretty much. We're just going to leave that alone.
Welcome, Dave and Brandy's Excursion.
Welcome. Oh, World Series of Poker.
Okay.
And speaking of Vegas, there's a lot of fun things you can do there. We actually went to a pinball museum.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you heard that right, a pinball museum. Pinball is one of my favorite places or favorite games to play. I love pinball, and they have some very old pinball machines all the way going up to current.
They were pretty cool.
I mean, stuff that brought back memories that I used to play as a child. So,
wow,
really cool.
Cheryl had won $170,000 in a Wisconsin lottery. That is awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah. I'm very happy for you.
My God. Even after taxes, you still get a big chunk of that.
If you're part of the M Life, I don't know if it's called the M Life Rewards anymore. I think they changed it. It might be the MGM. I don't know what it's called.
Yes, loved pinball. Yeah.
If you play that game, what is it called? Vegas Slots or something. If you look at where you can redeem your
on your phone?
Yeah,
they have a lot of different games
and
for
some
that.
of it is for cruising. Well, I got an offer today that I've never seen before. I wish I could have taken advantage of it, but the offer is stay and play with us to receive a complimentary cruise getaway. So it says join us August 4th through the 7th or the 11th through the 14th, these are all in August, to receive your cruise certificate and take advantage of this exclusive offer. It's a complimentary interior stateroom for 2 on select cruises. And this is good for Royal Caribbean or Celebrity cruises. And then it says up to 4 complimentary nights, up to 100 MGM reward credit, and $25 in free play. So I'm assuming when you book it, you get those other ones at the hotel, and then you get the interior stateroom complimentary.
But unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to work out with the timing.
I have inventory, like on the 15th, which Nah, it ain't gonna happen.
But I told Derek if we don't redeem this, then they might
there you go, Billy J.
give something else later. Yeah, and if you look up Vegas slots on your smartphone or Android device, you will see different Vegas slots. You'll see Vegas slots. They have what is it? I have it here. Konami games.
You can win points on that too.
Yeah, so My Vegas, Pop Slots is another one. My Konami, and My Vegas Bingo. Those are the 4 games that you can get points, and I think you said they're all interchangeable. So, yeah, they're fun.
Yeah.
You win a lot on them as far as coins, but I wish you won that much in real life at a casino, because I would be rich by now.
Disney Nerd Herders won 1 million Shroot Bucks. Bought some beats.
I have no idea what Shroot Bucks are, but I did see that. Nancy said nice offer.
Yeah, it is. I've never seen one like that before in all the time, so maybe they might offer that again when it's a little bit more convenient for us to do that. But yeah, I mean, I'm assuming you can do that and then upgrade it, and they'll give you credit for partial of that, whatever that cost would be. But we'd definitely look at it. It's probably a 3-night cruise, though. I don't think it's going to be. Definitely wouldn't be a 7-night cruise. So
it'll be a 4-night. You said.
Well, it says 4-night complimentary, so I think that aspect was you'd get cruise certificates, and then the 4 nights complimentary might be for the hotel. Because like when I usually get my rewards, because we always stay at New York, I normally get 4 nights, 3 or 4 nights complimentary.
Ben told me watch The Office.
Yeah, and that's what.
Oh, for Shroot Bucks, Dwight Schrute from The Office. Jeez, guys, LOL. I have seen The Office a little bit. I never really got into that. I don't know, that type of humor. I don't know. Maybe I have to give it more of a chance. I know they have a movie about it too.
I'm checking in on something.
Nurse Nancy had a really good show yesterday about Alaska. We did recently get to go to Alaska. And we only saw Ketchikan, which was a small island part of Alaska. And we'll be doing a full Alaskan tour next year. So we're excited for that. But we definitely know what we need to wear and what not to wear
next
I think
time. We have a better idea of what to bring. But the
it
thing
was
is,
cold and rainy.
It's interesting how you have to plan for different cruises.
Matthew and Lauren Vlogs.
Hey, welcome guys. Our Disneyland
please.
buddies.
Got to get a drink.
I made reservations last night for the hotel in Seattle for next year in May. That's how far advanced. But the hotel is right across the street from the Norwegian port, Pier 66. And when I found out it was that close, it gives us a great chance to just walk to the cruise port. So it's funny how some things you have to plan so far in advance, but we're looking forward to that cruise. But
Moonshine Jennifer Chatelain.
Hey, Moonshine.
Hey, D&G. Nice to catch your live. Moonshine Jennifer. When I hear the word moonshine, it just brings back bad memories of our last cruise. Because we had some moonshine before the cruise. And our friends, Maddie and Scotty from NoMapsNeededTravel, had us try some moonshine. And it was just a smidge in a cup, but they said, oh, just down it. I downed it, and I upped it again. It came back up. Worst experience ever. Even worse than the hot sauce challenge thing that we did. My eyes were red, watery. I was coughing, couldn't catch my breath. My throat burned like it was on fire. And everything I tried to help it made it even worse. I was clearing my throat. That made it even worse. I was trying to drink water. Didn't have milk, but I was like, I couldn't catch my breath. And then they said, try some chocolate, because they gave us chocolate. So I tried that, and that kind of coated my throat a little bit, so it helped. But it took over a good hour maybe 2 hours for it to all settle down. So
yeah, it was homemade.
I will never down moonshine again.
It was I'm assuming it was homemade.
It was, yeah. Yep. just
Disney
drink
night.
nail polish. Are you trying to get me poisoned? No.
Jamie, I agree. I think May is where it's going to be colder because Para DJ, they were showing, because they were on the cruise before us on the Discovery Princess. They were coming up from Los Angeles up to Vancouver, and then they were there in Seattle for a couple of days. And then they went on another ship, and they were sharing photos. The further north they went, it was cold looking.
Nail polish remover, no thank you.
And I would also say by the end, like in October, when the season ends, would probably be very, very cold.
Nurse Nancy, did you down it? Because we should have sipped it. And they told me to down it. And I don't know. I think it burned so much going down that it came back up. And it was a horrendous sight to behold, I will tell you that. Moonshine Jennifer, yes, it takes skills to slam shine like that. You'll have to teach me your skills because it was horrible.
I didn't have an issue. Maddie and Scott didn't have an issue.
Well, yours didn't come back up like mine did. It was like my throat reflex was just came back out.
So you guys, in 22 days,
It was 4 days, Disney Nerd Herders.
In 22 days, 18 hours, and 14 minutes. Hey, that goes down 22, 18, and 14 minutes. This is what we're going to be doing next, guys. We are going on the Carnival Radiance for our very first Carnival cruise. And
Yes.
We're going to meet up with Honey.
For Honey's
his
birthday.
Yes, so we can't wait to,
Excuse me.
to do that.
This was not a planned cruise. Originally, it was just going to be at a hotel resort in San Diego, and then somebody came up with the idea of doing a cruise instead, which actually makes a lot more sense.
It's a lot cheaper.
Because all included food, drink, room and board for
Well,
4 days.
Not drink.
Well, but we added the drink, I think, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that that all included is way cheaper than maybe $300 a night at a hotel. So definitely worth the money, and going on a cruise line we've never been on before.
Yeah, no worries, Bill and Lucy. And then Daniel Fields, and
What happened?
he said, "Hey guys, sorry we are late."
Oh, no worries.
And Daniel Fields and
Hey,
Nancy,
welcome, Daniel Fields.
they will be on that cruise.
They will.
So we did meet them in
Can't wait
Vegas.
to see you both again.
Yeah, we met them in Vegas, so now we get to hang out with them for 3 days. Lovey's Fat Life. What's up?
Welcome,
Mike?
Lovey's Fat Life.
We were on his show a couple of weeks ago. Had
What are you
so
guys
much
cooking
fun.
tonight? Let us know.
Yes, great. Great channel, Mike and Michelle. They made us feel definitely welcome. So if you guys
Yep.
haven't checked their channel out, please do that.
Daniel Fields, yes, you're on our cruise. We're on your cruise.
Yes.
It's all of our cruise. So
we've never sailed out of California.
Taco Wednesday. Oh, wow, I heard a Taco Tuesday.
We've never sailed out of California, and we're California boys. We've never sailed on Carnival. We've never sailed to the Mexican Riviera. So there's a whole lot of firsts.
Yep.
Our last cruise in May was the first time we sailed out
Yep.
of the West Coast, technically, because we went out of Vancouver. So I will tell you, it's a whole lot nicer when you're closer to your home city for traveling.
You don't have to fly, you
Yeah.
just drive, and we're looking forward to just having a fun, relaxing time.
Although we are driving, which is going to be probably 5 hours drive. But when you figure we leave, if we're on the East Coast, we normally leave anywhere from 12 to 1. By the time we get home, it's like 11 p.m. at night. So we'll be home pretty early.
Doug is making Western bacon cheeseburgers for dinner tonight. Can you airmail that over to us, please?
We're only like, what, an hour and a half from them?
I
2
know.
hours?
Ben's like, I guess we'll just have to go to our nearest burger joint and get
I
something.
know. Now you said that, I'm craving.
Right?
I don't. Yeah, you're exactly, Daniel.
Drive is nice. You don't have to worry about what you bring.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
And we unfortunately
and I
had
love to drive. So
to cancel our Labor Day cruise on the
Wait,
NCL Joy.
What was that?
I
Say
don't
that
know
again.
what I say.
Say that again.
I don't know what I say.
Say it.
Labor Day.
You said Labor Day. Sorry, go ahead.
Sometimes my accent comes through.
My liberty. That's so funny.
I can't help it.
I know. Go ahead.
So with that, we were able to go on the Disney Discovery Princess, and we booked a NCL Bliss cruise in October. So we're that's been my favorite ship so far. And
We get
it's
to
only
go
a
on it
5-night
again.
cruise. Yep.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to that. So and then we go on the Radiance right
With
after
the
that.
panoramic view.
Yeah, in the observation lounge. So
And the waterfront. And the
Mojitos.
sugar cane mojito bar. Oh my God.
and the teppanyaki bar.
If you can't find me, you'll know where I'm at.
So
I
you
love
guys,
the mojito bar.
a lot of things are happening this summer. Things are definitely going to be opening up. What are you guys? Any special plans for you? Are you cruising? Our only cruise is going to be in June, which technically isn't summer yet because June 20th is the summer, and June.
Oh, our
10th
only summer cruise.
Yep.
Okay, I was like, you just said we have a cruise now.
It's June 10th, which
Yeah.
technically would not mean it's summer yet, but it is in June. What are you guys doing that is something special that you're looking forward to? We're definitely saving our pennies, and our cruises are stacked far in advance where
Yep.
we can pay off a little bit of a time.
I had to do the math and go by how many checks
guy.
I'm getting. I did my math just fine, thank you. I had to look at how many paychecks I'm getting for the remainder of the year from that date that we found out everything. And then I took, the amounts that we owe when the due dates were and divided that by the days and the checks. So it gave me the amounts per check for each cruise that I had to save. And I just added that together. So I saved that amount each check so that when the time comes to pay off cruises as they come up, I have that money and I can just give it that amount and then the next amount, and then it's less I have to save as I go along.
Yep,
So
that's the way we do it. Noah's Adventures is going to be in Hollywood Studios in 41 days. Yay!
Awesome.
He gets to see Toy Story Land and Galaxy's Edge. So fun. A lot more to do in that park.
Dave and Brandy are going on the Magic in 8 days, and again on July 6th anniversary cruise.
Aw.
And Nick Torr's birthday weekend cruise in July out of LA
What?
on Navigator of the Seas.
Nick, you'll have to let us know what weekend that is.
that
Maybe
would be awesome to meet you.
we might be able to swing it. Excuse me, and meet you. And Pepper Tree Villa, thank you so much for putting the link for Nancy's show last time. We are
Thank you.
moderators
Oh.
for Nurse Nancy.
Yep.
And it's an honor to do that. She's an amazing person.
me.
Yes, so a great friend of ours. So their whole family is amazing. So
Yep.
it's
Can't
one of
wait
those
to
great
hang out
things.
with them again.
Yeah, it's one of the great things that you do from YouTube, the friends that you made for them.
We'll have to have dinner with you and Anthony again. Hopefully, one of those days. It doesn't even have to be a specialty. It could just, or even lunch or something. Just eat something together. And Ben does not have any plans yet.
That's right, but when Ben
Ben,
goes
you need to
on-
get some plans going for travel.
Thank you, Pepper Tree Villa, for putting our link in there
Thank
for
you.
D&G Explorers.
You go to Florida in a month. Disney Nerd Herd is awesome. We're very happy for you guys
They're
and
in heavy-
excited for your new adventures.
Yeah, they're getting heavily
Oh,
that
thank
transition,
you, Nancy.
trying to get everything ready for their move down there. So I'm excited
Yep.
for them to be down there. I always wonder how Easterners from the north, how it feels for them for the humidity when you go down to Florida, because in Florida you really don't have cold weather like the snow. So I wonder if
Unless you have
it
a
is
hurricane.
humid up
Unless
there.
you have a hurricane.
Yeah, does the humidity feel the same to you up in the northern states than it does in Florida? Because a lot of our friends from up north, there's been, like 10 of them that have all transitioned down to Florida, and they seem to love it. I don't do humidity. I look like death has took me over. So I do not do good in humidity. That's one thing that wipes me out. Heat is fine, especially here where it's a drier heat, but you mix in that humidity, I'm done. So
Sometimes even dry heat will start to burn your nostrils and your throat. What? Oh, Disney Nerd Herd is going insane. excuse me, it's supposed to be a happy time when you move, but I know it could be chaotic and insane because you're trying to basically pack up your life and move it to another spot. So, and then you got to unpack your life and then start your life in a new spot.
And Noah said September gets some active hurricane. We tend to cruise. This year has been the only exception, but we normally will cruise either in January or February or September, October. And this has mainly had been in the Caribbean.
But it is changing a little bit
this
next
year.
year. So and this year, next year,
and we've missed the big hurricanes. Was it Matthew that came through? It came after we got off the ship. It came through after that, and the ship that was on after us, they had to stay out at sea an extra day from it. So, then we were on another one that we were.
But they got an extra day for free. They were safe.
Yeah. So we don't have a whole lot of plans. Just trying to save money, trying to survive the heat. My my air conditioning went out in the car. And I'm going to be dreading it. I'm dreading to find out even how much it's going to cost. Some people say it's not that expensive, and I know a person I can take it to that would probably do it a little bit cheaper, but I'm like thinking worst case scenario $1,000, but I don't know. Someone said it might be like $250, which I can handle, but 100 degrees, and when your car's sitting there and the heat pounds into it, it's like 150 probably in there.
Even with the windows open, you're just having warm heat go in and out, so it's still warm, hot heat. So, no, AC
Gary
is a must. I agree.
Gary says it's going to cost about $1,000.
Oh boy!
If you ever see me on pillows and I'm like a lobster, you know why.
Be all red, poor guy.
It is. So who we have coming up next? We have Greg. We have Disney Nerd Herder or Disney Nerd Herder.
No, Disney Nerd Herders didn't have a show today, unfortunately, because they're busy getting in gear to move.
Yeah, Dis and That. They are on next from the Disney side. If you guys are going over there, let them know that D&G Explorers gives them a big hello. And if you guys are going over to the ship show, let them know that D&G Explorers gives them a big hello too. For us, you guys, for our next video, if it comes up. Oh, okay. This was our compilation of our
really cool
videos of what we released for our 10 vlog series of the Star Wars Day at Sea that we did.
Disney Fantasy.
Yep, that was back 2 years ago, but we didn't want to release them during cruising, and then our life changed.
During cruising?
Well, COVID, sorry. And then we decided let's start pushing them out because we really had a great time. And we try to feature on this things adults can do on the Disney ships. You definitely have to check out the Grand Cayman one because we got a little bit too much dilly-dilly, which was always a fun video.
Excuse me.
And then coming up next, this is going to be our next vlog series. This is our travel day to Vancouver. And
Superman's Fortress of Solitude right there. Yep.
So that's what we have coming up next. So we're looking forward to that. I'm working on that now. So I don't think the way I'm feeling, I'm going to be ready to have it done this week, but we're probably going to start
about that.
Getting it done.
We'll do it in time.
Next week, yes.
I do leave the tea bag in the cup or the mug because it's an herbal tea, so you really want to get the flavors and the herbalness in your system. So normally if it was just a regular like English breakfast tea, you would just let it steep and then you would take it out, otherwise it would get way too strong. Yeah, and then Greg, he does the Twinings Christmas tea without any milk in it, but to me it's still a dark tea, and I always have to put milk in my tea. I love Christmas tea. Thank you, Nancy. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. Thank you. Yes. Had a lot of fun with it. So thank you so much for your support. With that, you guys, we're coming up on top of the hour, so I think it's time that we're good. We made it through the show, Greg. And because of Pepper Tree Villa now, dang it, you made us want hamburgers. We'll see. I know, Carl's Jr. sounds pretty good. So back east, they're not called Carl's Jr., they're called, what do they call them back in, not Lucky's. Does anyone know what they call Carl's Jr. burger places? Oh, hey, JP Travel Adventures. Hey, Janice. Welcome. Janice, welcome.
I don't remember what they're called.
I don't know.
Yeah, there are two names. Carl's Jr. on the West Coast and something else in the Lucy's or something like that. I don't know.
But everybody have
a great night,
a
everyone.
good night. Stay. I was gonna say stay dry. but
Hardee's,
it's
there you
not-
go.
Huh?
Hardee's,
Oh.
that's the name of it.
It's
yes.
not raining, so
you,
but
Billy.
stay cool with the heat coming in. So, thank you again for your
Yes.
love and support. We appreciate it very much.
Thank you. Did you just say that for Gary? Thank you for
Thank
the
you,
PayPal.
Gary, for
I
your
really appreciate it.
PayPal super
love.
chat. Thank you.
And happy birthday to everyone, because I know we've had a lot of birthdays the last few days from a lot of people. So happy birthday to those who we did not acknowledge. And have a great night.
Disney Nerd
everyone.
Herders, go get some tea. Make a hot toddy like we did.
I'm Derek.
I'm Gregory,
If you forget our names, that's okay, because I'm Little Explorer.
and I'm Big Explorer.
And as Walt Disney once said,
We are just getting started.
Have a great night, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Dilly dilly.